Hiya Pete, lovely to meet up with you on the range and do some further work on your swing. Sorry about the delay in the recap. I was under the impression that this had been loaded up straight away after your session, so apologies for that before we continue. However, the issue we had was that we were pulling and cutting the golf ball, and the first thing we did was just get the swing up to show you that the swing with the iron and the swing with the driver are actually the same. It's just that we've got a little bit more downward hit with an iron than we have with a driver that cancels out, certainly reduces the amount at which we cut across the golf ball. So you can see there on both shots the angle of approach is very, very similar. Club way out in front of the hands, and that's going to give us a swing line that's very much to the left. The thing we then talked about was the fact that we swing in a circle. I'm just going to put a circle up here on the screen and then start to put some lines on it for you. And the thing we said was that whenever we're hitting down on a golf ball, as per the irons, we're also hitting out at a golf ball. And whenever we're hitting up on a golf ball, we're going to be hitting across the golf ball to the left, because we're hitting at the front of the circle. Imagine that's your looking at your swing from face on. So very much here what we've got is a situation where we're hitting the irons with, let's say, a 6-degree angle of descent with a swing line that's 10 to the left, and that's given us a 4 degrees out to in swing path. What we've got here down on the bottom left is the same 10 degrees left swing line, but we've now got 0 angle of attack. We're coming in pretty level. That is now giving us a 10 degrees to the left swing path. Yeah, that's based on some other figures, but that gives you a nice way of picturing why the same swing, or the same looking swing that we have here with iron and driver, can give you two completely different outcomes. So not enough downward, and we don't want downward with the driver. We've not got much loft. We want level at best, or should I say level at worst. The key problem we had here is we've created some side bend to the right by dropping the upper centre back. Whenever the upper centre drops back, we make it really easy to hit up and to the left on this golf ball. And that's really all we're doing. We've moved the upper centre back, it stays back, and then we've got to really sort of release and divide the elbows, and you can see the elbows dividing tremendously on the way through to prevent the ball going to the right. And that's your way of trying to close down the club face. Unfortunately, the more you divide the elbows and the more you release the club, the more you shift the plane to the left, and the plane has already been shifted to the left. So we're hitting more and more across it as we go on. So what we suggested you do is that you get your normal setup, stand upright, and then feel like you're going to move the hips forward. So what you've done now is you've moved the hips forward, kept the upper centre in the middle of the stance. Moving the hips forward makes it much easier for you now to hit that golf ball with a level, if you will, angle of attack, and certainly much less on the upswing. Now we don't need to move off it as much as we come through. There's less of a need to divide the elbows. We're still going to do it, and that was why you were experiencing some funny ones at the start of your session. But just by moving the hips forward, keeping the upper centre in the middle of the stance. So the way you achieve that is just by standing up with the club out in front of you. So just that little change at setup that you can see here on the two centre screens. This bottom centre looks much better, by the way. What we achieved then was a completely different downswing path. Because the hips have moved forward at setup, that makes it less of a task to continue them to move forward in the downswing. And now as you're coming into the golf ball, look at the difference in that delivery position. We've now got more of an inline swing So we've got an inline swing with a level angle of attack that gives us a 0 path. So all in all, good progress made there, really good move there, really good position, just achieved by tweaking the setup slightly. Good luck with it, and look forward to hearing your progress. Well done.